While Marcus Rashford earned praise from many for his brace in Aston Villa's 3-0 victory over Preston in the FA Cup quarter-finals yesterday afternoon, former Manchester United defender Rio Ferdinand had a far less flattering take on the performance. The outspoken pundit and ex-England international criticised Rashford's inconsistency, suggesting that his 2 goals in this match might be overhyped, especially given his recent struggles. Rashford, who joined Aston Villa on loan from Manchester United in January, finally broke his scoring duck for the club with 2 crucial goals that sealed Villa's place in the FA Cup semi-finals. Jacob Ramsey added a third to complete the convincing victory, but it was Rashford's name that dominated the headlines after the game. Rashford's performance, a breakthrough moment. After a series of underwhelming performances since his January move, Rashford stepped up in style at Deepdale. His first goal came in the 32nd minute after a perfectly timed pass from Ollie Watkins, and his second was a thunderous strike just after half-time that left the goalkeeper helpless. The brace marked Rashford's first goals for Aston Villa and reignited debate about his ability to rediscover the form that once made him one of England's brightest young talents. But not everyone was impressed. Rio Ferdinand's scathing comments. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more entertaining news, headlines and highlights concerning Aston Villa. Speaking on his podcast after the match, Rio Ferdinand dismissed the excitement around Rashford's performance, saying, "Yeah, that's Rashford living off these 2 goals for the next 3 seasons. He's got this habit of showing up once in a while, and everyone acts like he's back. Let's be real, 2 goals against Preston aren't enough to erase months, if not years, of inconsistency." Ferdinand, who has been critical of Rashford in the past, continued, "We've seen this story before. He scores a couple of goals, everyone hypes him up, and then he disappears for weeks. If he wants to be taken seriously, he needs to do it every game, not just in the odd cup match." The former Manchester United captain also questioned Rashford's mentality, suggesting that the 27-year-old forward needs to work harder to prove himself. "He's got the talent, no doubt about it. But talent isn't enough. Football is about consistency, hunger, and attitude. I want to see Rashford put in performances like this week in, week out, not just when the spotlight's on him." Aston Villa's victory and Rashford's role. Despite Ferdinand's harsh words, there's no denying that Rashford's performance was pivotal in securing Aston Villa's place in the FA Cup semi-finals. Manager Unai Emery praised the on-loan forward after the match, describing his contribution as exactly what the team needed. "Marcus has been working hard in training, and today he showed what he can bring to this team. He's a special player, and I'm confident he'll continue to play an important role for us as we push for success," Emery said in his post-match interview. Villa fans, too, were quick to celebrate Rashford's performance, with many hoping this could be the turning point for the England international. A divisive figure, Rashford's career has been marked by moments of brilliance interspersed with periods of inconsistency, and his time at Aston Villa is proving no different. While his performance against Preston was a reminder of his immense potential, critics like Ferdinand argue that it's not enough to silence doubts about his long-term ability to deliver at the highest level. Ferdinand's comments highlight the pressure Rashford faces to perform consistently, especially after his struggles at Manchester United earlier this season. For Rashford, the challenge now is to build on this performance and prove that he can be a reliable contributor for Aston Villa as they chase FA Cup glory. What's next for Rashford and Villa? With Aston Villa now in the FA Cup semi-finals, Rashford has the perfect opportunity to showcase his talents on an even bigger stage. However, as Ferdinand pointed out, scoring in one game won't be enough to silence his critics. If Rashford can maintain this level of performance and help Villa lift the FA Cup, it could mark a turning point in his career. But if he fails to follow up on this display, Ferdinand's comments may prove prophetic, and questions about his consistency will only grow louder. For now, though, Villa fans will be hoping that yesterday's performance was just the beginning of a successful chapter for Marcus Rashford at Villa Park. Whether he's playing for a permanent move or simply regaining form, one thing is clear: the spotlight is firmly on Rashford, and he has everything to play for. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more entertaining news, headlines and highlights concerning Aston Villa.